Now that you've used Google Forms with your students, I want to show you a couple different ways that you can use this. One of the first things that you can do is you can use the Google form as an interest inventory. You can use something like this where parents will need to sign in, enter their email address, because you know they're always super hard to read when they handwrite them in there in the classroom. So this will be really nice for you to be able to collect information. I even used it one time as a way to put my students into groups for a research project. So there's a lot of variety of things that you can use this for besides just a survey. One of the main things that you can do is have it auto-grade as a quiz. So you can go in and use this as an assessment piece with your students. What you will want to do is once you have your answers typed in or as you're working, go up here to the settings and then go to quizzes. Swipe this on to make it a quiz. And then here you have a couple of options. You can have them find out right away what their grade was. If you want them to see what questions they missed, what the correct answers are, and point values. I would just be careful with this one, the correct answers, only because some kids might write down answers and later give them to other students. It's up to you, whatever you decide is the main goal of your assessment there. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And then what happens is when I go in to edit a question, now I have this option to go to the answer key. So I can click here and I can choose what is the correct answer. So let's say the correct answer is dog. And of course right here, don't forget to do this, this is an important piece, how many points each question is worth. Edit question, just to go back to your question, but you'll know that it is a graded quiz right here. That way when you give this to students and when they submit, they will automatically get their grade, and you will also have the score written in on the responses as well. You can also use a Google form as a rubric. So this is one where you could either share it with students if you wanted to, or you can go in and create your own and just enter the student name, the period. Use a grid question, and for your columns, you can have your scale. And then down here along the side for your rows, you can enter in your criteria. And then that way when you enter in scores for the student, you can go back in and you can pull up their name and you can see what they scored out of their rubric. So that's one quick and easy way to get rid of your paper rubrics. Another option for a Google form is to turn it into a lock. So that could be something like what you see in digital breakouts. This is an example of one here. This is the web page, and what we've done is we've embedded the Google form in here so you can see how this is set up. So the students have a couple puzzles they need to solve, and they need to enter in a 4-digit number. If they enter in the wrong code, it stays locked for them. So you can use this to set up little challenges or puzzles that they need to solve. So what you'll want to do is you want to have a short answer question. So let me see if I have one here. I do not. Let me turn this one into a short answer. Right here, I'm going to go to short answer question, and then I click on the 3 dots, and I can go to response validation. And in here, if it's a number or a word that you want them to type, you can type it in here, and I want to make it equal to, and then I type in the actual code here. So, and then right here is where I can write what I want it to say when they go in. Now, one thing to remember is that it needs to be exactly written this way. So if you put alpha text, you want to give the kids a little description here, maybe that all letters should be capital, possibly putting no spaces, things like that. That's what you want to do. But then what that does is that turns this into a little lock that they'll have to go in and enter the code in for. And then when they get it correct, it opens it up. So that's another way that you can use a Google form is as a lock. Another option of what you can do with a Google form is use it for video assessments. So when you create your Google form, you'll notice right over here, there is an add video function. So if I tap on this, I can go in and I can actually search videos here, or I can bring in a URL. I'm going to go ahead and just copy one that I found. Just paste it in. It will give me my video. I can select it. It adds in my video. So what I can do is just click in here and start adding questions that goes over the content of the video. So if you don't have time to do an ed puzzle or something like that, you can do this very quickly and easily in a Google form. And here's what it'll look like for the student. So those are just some ideas on how you can use Google Forms with your students and with your parents. Please let me know if you have any questions.